Hi, I'm Stephanie from Gathered in the Kitchen, and today I'm excited to show you how I turned my mess of a master closet into my very own mom's sanctuary. My 1886 Victorian home had been struck by lightning, and we had a lot of rebuilding to do. Certain areas were neglected, in particular our master closet and bedroom. These rooms became temporary holding rooms. I began by painting the walls by first placing painter's tape in a straight line between my wall and ceiling. Next, I caulked a thin line of interior paintable caulk and wiped off the excess. The reason I did this was to ensure no paint bled through the painter's tape. Next, it was time to paint the walls. I chose to paint the walls the same color as we painted our master bedroom, Sherwin-Williams Pearl Gray. It's a beautiful green-gray color. I cut in the edges and then used a roller to roll the walls. Peeling off the painter's tape is so satisfying. Look at those perfectly straight lines. The room was complete with the paint, however, I wanted to add a little pizzazz. Peel and stick wallpaper. I have become completely obsessed with adding character to my rooms using removable wallpaper. First, I measured using a level and added the wallpaper. I added 1x2 trim pieces that I adhered to my plaster walls using silicone and 2 1/4 inch 16 gauge finishing nails. I ensured they were straight with a 4-foot level. Using a box cutter, I trimmed all of the excess wallpaper off. Once the wallpaper feature wall was installed, I painted my white baseboards with my favorite brand chalk paint, Dixie Belle, in the color Whitecap. As always, I used painter's tape to ensure clean paint lines and no drips. Next, it was time to involve my husband in the project. He built a custom shelving unit and shelves for our closet using our Festool track saw. Next, my husband used a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill holes for adjustable pegs on the inside panels of the cabinet. We used a pattern hole template to properly space each hole. He wrapped a piece of painter's tape on the drill bit to act as a guide to not drill too deep into the panel. Once all of the panel pieces were ready, it was time to assemble the shelving unit in place in our closet. We assembled the cabinet panels together. My husband built a face frame for the shelving unit using 1x2 pre-primed pine lumber. I stained all of the shelves using Minwax stain in the color Early American. To give each shelf a finished edge, I used an iron-on edging trim and then stained. Using Rust-Oleum spray paint in the color of rubbed bronze, I spray painted our old wooden closet rods to give them a fresh look. Using an angle transfer tool and level, we began measuring for the hanging curtain rod placement. We pre-drilled the holes into the structure studs and then installed the metal hanging rod hardware. Once all of the shelving pieces were complete, I decided to install a hook board on the back wall. To create some privacy in our dressing room and add some style to our master bedroom, I wanted to add some stylish window coverings. I ordered inside mount cordless Roman shades from Blinds to Go in custom sizes for each of my windows. Each shade was hand sewn in the color of linen with a light filtering fabric to ensure the privacy I was looking for. I chose the classic fold for the pleats as that style fit perfectly with my Victorian home. Following the instruction manual that came with the shades, I installed the hardware according to the windows. The hardware provided is very user-friendly. Essentially, it's a snap and click type of install, my favorite type of window treatment install. To ensure that my wood did not split when I screwed the metal screws for the hardware, I pre-drilled first using a drill bit. I aligned the Roman shade on top of the hardware and snapped it into place. I absolutely love how easy these were to install. Once everything in the closet and window treatments were up, it was time for me to create some much needed mommy space. I feel very thankful to have some extra space in our master bedroom that I was able to turn into my very own mom cave. It's hard to believe that my closet and master bedroom went from a total disaster zone to looking like a gorgeous space that I actually want to spend time in. The Blinds to Go Roman shades add the perfect amount of privacy without blocking out too much light. The wallpaper adds a beautiful, stylish feature to my now very functional closet. The tufted chairs add such a relaxing and comfortable space for me to relax after a long day of DIY projects. As with every DIY project, I always wonder why I waited so long to tackle the projects, because when it's over, I'm always happy with the results. I hope you have enjoyed my closet and bedroom makeover as much as I have. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Home Talk's 48-Hour Flip.